Hello, guys. Yeah, good morning, afternoon, or evening. Of course, you're onto Augustine again, and your regular host for the Summer of the Mass Adoption Meeting. And as usual, I've come to give us another summary of yesterday's founders meeting. And in the meeting of yesterday, we took our time to learn a whole lot. It was an epic meeting. It was a wonderful meeting. I really enjoyed the meeting, sincerely speaking. And as usual, it was anchored by our beloved brother, Dr. Kardasha. And in the meeting, of course, the administration was in charge. The administration took time to give a whole lot of updates that has taken the community to a different direction, a positive direction. So, over the next few minutes, I'm going to take my time to explain the summary of yesterday's mass adoption meeting. But before I will do so, if you're tuning into my broadcast for the first time, do well to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that anytime I'm live, you get these notifications. Now, there is something that really gives me concern. So far I've been in this community, I've come to realize the nature of human beings. To be sincerely honest, human beings are naturally evil. It appears that evil is prevalent more in the African race. Forgive me to say that evil is everywhere. Everybody has fallen short of God's glory. We human beings are imperfect. But it seems like, a lot of ungodly actions and poverty stricken mindedness is really dwelling in Africa. And they have accepted and embraced it. Now, I will tell you why I'm saying this. The reason is because the intent of this purpose that the Simply Brilliant community was created is to alleviate humanity out of the morass of poverty, out of the morass of debt, out of the morass of diseases and all that. And people from among us are the ones fighting us. And the question is, why do you choose to fight us? There is no reason. It's simple because they don't want us to succeed. No reasonable reason. And they feel so comfortable doing it because nobody sees them. They can stay behind the system and then do whatsoever they like. And they are happy that we have been where we are for this donkey number of weeks, months, and they are happy. Now we have decided to move forward. They've taken it personal, they are offended, and they are running left and they are running right, looking for a way to destabilize us, looking for a way to see that we don't excel or achieve our objective. What kind of mind will you call that kind of thing? I've been here in my broadcast, I've been emphasizing on the price of Joy G going down, and that the people doing it are from among us, and they keep listening to this broadcast, they keep seeing me do all these things, and they keep doing it, and they keep doing it, and they are happy, saying, of course, there is nothing that will go wrong. I remember in my previous broadcast, I said that there is an intellect in this community, a formidable intellect that will wow the wisdom of people who are doing what they were doing. People thought I was bluffing. People thought I was exaggerating. I told them there is a plan and that plan will beat their imaginations. But they thought I was bluffing. And now the plan has been executed and they are confused. It just makes me wow. And then it makes me think of the kind of nature of people that exist on earth. It's not as if there are no good ones. There are good guys. I'm part of the good guys as long as I'm concerned because my intent is to see that humanity is free. And some of you also who are listening to me are part of the good guys. But there is a very good number of people that are so among us that are bad. And they are so ungodly and it's pissing me off. Of course, you see the tone of my voice. I'm not happy about it, you know. But I'm excited. Let me tell you why I'm excited. Because we now have SBFC. We were told to keep that amount, that the name of the coin private. And it's synonymous to the Simply Brilliant community. Simply Brilliant community has a coin, and the coin is called Simply Brilliant Future Coin. That's the name, SBFC. And we all have a bright future as long as you are a member in the community who pay attention. If you're not paying attention, good luck to you. If you're paying attention, then good. And another thing that is also pissing me off is that it takes me pain to come out every day and use data to give a broadcast, to give a summary of the mass adoption meeting. And people don't take responsibility to help to share. All you do is you entertain yourself, listen to it, and then you keep quiet. That's a selfish way of thinking, if you ask me. Because the whole idea of why we are where we are is because a good number of us are not dispersing information. We are not taking leadership roles as we ought to. We are not coordinating as we ought to. All we are doing is folding our hands and then thinking that something good will happen, a miracle will happen. No miracle. There is nobody that will come to save us if we don't do it by ourselves. That's the truth. So many of us, you enjoy my broadcast, you love it. That's good. I love that, the fact that you love it. I love the fact that you subscribe. I love the fact that you give a thumbs up. But are you spreading the information? Are you also speaking out the truth to the people around you? Are you telling them what they should know? And then tomorrow they say, that I'm lost. I don't even know what's going on. Why will you know what is going on when you haven't taken it upon yourself to study, to see what's going on? All you do is sit down. You don't want to make any effort, and then you want to emerge as a billionaire. Where on earth has it ever happened that you slept and woke up and then you became a billionaire? Now, to be very clear, Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency. In the next 10 years, you would only remember Bitcoin as the first cryptocurrency and possibly as a store of value. But when you're talking about a use case scenario, utility token, when you're talking about a system that has, usability, you will not see Bitcoin there. Now, you may think I'm bluffing, but allow another 5 years to pass. You will find out that there are a whole lot of systems that are built on Web 2.0, Web 3.0, that are going to override Bitcoin, and the essence of Bitcoin will just relegate to the background. That's what is happening. And the intent of the administration is to see that we have a utility token that will stand and serve the community, and that will be number one across the world in the next 1-2 years maximum. That's what the administration wants to do. And that's what we just started yesterday by creating SBFC. And you are going to see how it's going to unfold. And it will only be for members who follow, listen, read, study. This is a school. That's what this thing is. It's not just an organization where you just come in. It's not just a private society. It's where you have to sit down, think, and then coordinate with your leaders. It's a system that is building and bringing the kingdom of God down on earth. There is this part of the Lord's Prayer that says, "Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." Now, that is exactly what is about to happen. As we build this membership base to 1 billion, how God's kingdom is, it's well coordinated. It is the hierarchy is coordinated to an excellent level. And that's exactly what we're about to do. And if you're not going to be part of it, somewhere along the line, if you don't like being controlled or being coordinated or being overseen, you will just fall off. The breed of people that will be in this community are intellectuals, humble sets of people that are willing to support each other in love and respect. And while that's going on, they give you some financial means to be able to rebuild humanity. It is not a joke we are doing here. And people are there fighting us. Well, I love the fact that the good, bad, and ugly are watching me. And you guys are going to watch us succeed. You guys are going to watch us to prevail. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm really pissed off with the fact that people are angry with the fact that they did a screenshot yesterday. I'm going to go into details. I haven't started yet. I'm still on my preamble and I'm trying to address the community. I love the fact that the community is getting more organized. And if you don't like it, well, you can step aside. So many of you are just offended. Why are you offended? Why? You were told to do the right thing. Was it ungodly for the system to tell you to do the right thing? No, you want to succeed, and then you want to succeed at what cost? Well, it's your choice. It's your choice. Now let's begin. The meeting has officially now begun. And I'm going to, as much as possible, cut out the necessary things or the unnecessary things and then go into the full details of what needs to be known. So I'm going to begin by, first of all, sharing my screen. So congratulations to everybody that took his time or her time to prepare for yesterday's meeting. I had said it several times. Please, and please, make sure you buy Joy G. I remember I said that several times. So many people watched my broadcast, some did not. It's up to them. But I'm giving sound information to the community, and people are having their own mind. You don't succeed in this community having your own mind. Your mind may be toxic, naturally toxic. Your mind may be corrupt, and the system does not want to thrive with such kind of mind. You are expected to remove that mind and conform your mind to what the system is telling you to do. And if you refuse to do that, the system will not also allow you to have the resources that belongs to them. Simple, period. Well, that's fine. Choose how you want to exist in this system. The system will not tolerate attitudes that are wrong. That's the bottom line. All right, there's a lot of things I'm going to talk about today in the meeting and summary of the mass adoption meeting. So this was what the administration gave us yesterday, summary of the mass adoption meeting. I'm going to read it out quickly and I'm going to summarize. Then move into one or two other things. The first one is this, okay? Today's SBC founders meeting will be very important. I want to give an accolade. I want to give an applaud to the administration because he has made life easier. He has documented all the information that needs to be known. So even if you don't want to watch this broadcast, you can read it. But the problem is that people read informations with their own mind. You don't read information with a pre-informed mindset because that mind you are carrying may be the wrong mind. And that's the reason why these broadcasts are even more important, because you hear the intent, the plan, the mind of the administration from members of the Privy Council, which is myself, and then some other people who are also going to give out broadcasts. Okay, as at now, the members in the Privy Council are Brother Chief Justice, which is Bederick, and then Kaudasha, Dr. Kaudasha, and then myself, and then Brother Mechi, and I think these are the 5 original members of the Privy Council. And as I speak with you now, the chief member helper, Brother Mofo, is also a coordinator for the member helpers. These are people that when you listen to them, they are telling you the mind of the administration. Now, other people you should also listen to are ambassadors, the likes of Philippine ambassador, Brother Nolly. These are people that when you listen to them, they are passing the mind of the administration. I am not careful to mention people. I'm not careful to mention people that I don't know. I'm mentioning people that I know, that I can work with, that I can trust, and that the administration is also working with. So when you hear me call people's names, know that those ones are trusted set of people. Okay? All right. So moving forward, please inform your community to attend this very important founders meeting. You will not want to miss it. And I think the turnout yesterday was a very good one. And the administration documented it very well. He did a good job by doing that. So cheers, admin. Now, community regrowth announcements and reciting our goals. Of course, our goal is to get to 10,000 active members in this month of October. Are we doing our part to see that it happens? Well, one of the things that would trigger the number of people coming back to the community should be the new price of SBFC, which we are yet to see. We're about to see its launch, and we're going to see the price. Now, the original intent of why this coin was created is to cut off those people that has corrupted Joy G. We're going to look into the details of it very soon because there was an announcement that was made yesterday, which we are going to take time to discuss. We're going to take time to recite. We're going to take time to dig deep into. So the administration's intent is to see that we get to 10,000 people this month. And those who took advantage of the buyback opportunity, took advantage of the snapshot opportunity yesterday by buying Joy G, will have a substantial amount of values of SBFC. And more of the updates will come up shortly. But everybody should pay attention to this. Please go back and bring back the community. That's the announcement the administration made. Bring back, at least be someone that is an evangelist. Let people know what they stand to gain by coming back into the community. It's as simple as that. It's very simple. If they stand to see what they stand to gain, then they can come back. Just let them know and leave it there, okay? Encourage them and leave it there. Do not force anybody. Don't make it under compulsion. We are going to succeed nonetheless, with or without anybody that chooses to join us. We are going to succeed because the plans the administration have, guys, the admin is smart. The admin is an intellectual. The admin is good. If you ask me, my little times I've spoken with that guy is a genius. Yes, I'm not hyping him. I'm just telling you the gospel truths. And he has a whole lot of experience. He's an excellent programmer. That guy will wow the community. Just give him some time, okay? There are plans he has for the month of October, November, and December, but they are stepping stones. First of all, we need to get to 10,000. And then everybody who pays their subscription fee in the month of October will enjoy a free admin credit in the month of November. And you should know to the extent of November, and then let's leave December, because when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. For now, we are alternating between October and November. So if you're able to pay a subscription fee this month, then for next month, you are not paying any subscription fee. You are going to enjoy a free admin credit. That's exactly what the administration said. yesterday. He's encouraging people to come into the community and let's build these numbers to at least 25, 30, 40,000 before the end of this year. It's very possible. All we just have to do is go out there and do something. As people are listening to this broadcast, it will be unfair that you finish listening to it and you just walk away. You should spread it, make it go viral. Let people know, not for the sake of the growth of my channel, but for the sake of informing the community that this is what is coming up. Well, all right, that said, let's move over to the next one. Now, SBC rewards and goals for SBC, which is a new interface. So admin is saying that we will soon have a new SBC, new interface. Now, we'll be having our reward since the beginning of this year, and we've not been able to access it, but then from next year, there will be a wallet where you can put in those things. But those things will just be a kind of point system. There will be no value attached to it. There are a whole lot of details the administration talked about concerning this particular point yesterday. He said a whole lot of things. He talked about a group of investors wanting to partner with our Simply Brilliant community, and that if this happens, there's a lot of things are going to change. He also said that there is a possibility of we being able to use SBC, but for now it is still fuzzy. We haven't come to a consensus on what to do with SBC from next year, but that there are a whole lot of promising opportunities that will come up next year pertaining to this SBC. And he's asking us that for us to achieve this goal, it's all dependent on our numbers. It's a numbers game. So if we have enough people that are able to come into this community and then see what is happening and enjoy the benefits of what the system is giving you, then be sure and be rest assured that from next year, it will be wow. It will be wow. I mean what I'm saying. And that by next year, I believe our community is going to exponentially bloom and blossom. All right, that said, let's move on to the next one. Now, more June bounty for January. Admin also said that, yes, that it takes 2 admin credits. It takes 2 bounties, half, to be able to have one subscription fee payment. That is 2 downlines, 50%. Summing up together, it now covers up for 1 month subscription fee. And since it's admin credits, that the 2 downlines you get qualifies you for 1 month, and then there is no reward. So if your 2 downlines pay, of course you're supposed to get your 50% reward. But in this case, since it's June bounty, there were no rewards because it's June, so a few months ago. And the administration said, well, he feels it's unfair. So on that note, people who were not able to get their June bounty can apply it now due to the end of this year, with the exception of November, because November is actually a free month where people can come into the community and then let the community just grow. That's the intent. So those who are able to get their June bounty and applied it, if you've applied your June bounty, you also enjoy another June bounty by January of next year. The reason why this is done is so that it will create the balance. Since you are not getting your 50%, from your downline, then the system is giving you 2 bounties, 2 admin credits to be able to enjoy, to compensate for that loss of your 50%. That's exactly what this June bounty is. So everybody who are shy of having their June bounty, who are not giving June bounty, please come back, get your June bounty, write to the support team, they will activate your account. You can also write to as many people who you want to activate their account for the June bounty. All right, so announcement for sponsors. The administration said something about sponsors. He said there's a program coming up where there'll be freedom to choose whether to go left or right. Now, left or right literally means left or right, not bad or good, okay? Because some people see left as bad and then right as good. Now, in details of this explanation, what he meant is that there will soon be a program where, sponsors can enjoy, having a new set of downlines. That's exactly what the administration was saying. Now, there will be 2 concepts that will come up. The first concept has to do with referral concept. If you're good at referral, then you can grow the community by using a referral concept and enjoy 50%. Now, there is also another set of people who are not very good at referral. A new program will soon come up where people can leverage on the program and then grow the community and also get paid, which would not involve referral concept. Now, the community will fall in either of these categories I've just mentioned. If you're good at the left, you go for the left. If you're good for the right, you go for the right. And now, the main thing that really wowed the community yesterday was the fact that some people left the community because they were taken advantage of by the wrong sponsors, and their sponsors really milked them. The intent of a sponsor is to be a leader, a guide, a leader, a father, a leader, a mother. That's the reason that you are a sponsor. If you are a sponsor and all you do is just collect 50% from your downlines, then you are not doing the right thing. You are not. And that's the reason why the administration is reviewing that concept. It will be under some strict conditions. Number one, if you're having a sponsor, there must be a very legitimate reason why you don't want to be with that sponsor. You have to itemize it. The admin said he's going to give up a rundown, a detailed explanation of how this will be done, by next week. Between now and next week, it will be put out, and individuals who are victims of a wrong sponsor can then follow through the process, right to the support team. The support team will evaluate it, come up with a good judgment on it, and then decide if to change your sponsor or not. And he also said it's going to be done once, and that's it. If you miss it once, you put it to a wrong sponsor, and then you come back tomorrow and say you want to change it, that's not possible. So be very careful, be very deliberate about choosing your sponsor. If you think you want to also accept me as your upline, which is your sponsor, then you can also come in. We have to discuss about it, okay? I do not want a sponsor a downline that becomes a liability. I want a downline who is hungry to grow the community. If you want to be part of them, who wants to grow the community, you can reach out to me. My numbers are below. Just go there, check my numbers, or mention one or two things on the comment sections. I'll reach out to you, or I'll chat up to you, and then we can know how we can discuss. I need to build a team that has the right understanding, a team that are willing to grow the community, a team that are humble, lovely, respectful. Those are the kind of downlines or teams that I want to build. So it's up to you. This is that on sponsors. And the good news that is coming, more will unfold shortly between now and next week. All right, agent activation updates. Week 3 ends tonight. Yeah, the administration was excited about it. Now, if you look at the most recent blog, you will see that we crossed the 300 mark. We started at a low level, we got to 200, and now we've gotten to 300. 300 means 30 agents are now going to be activated. Based on the, categorization the admin has already put out some few last week. So go back to look through it. So congratulations to all the agents who has qualified, using the agent donation concept. And the agent activation is building, is growing, is getting stronger. The community is waxing stronger. Guys, if you're looking at the community and you're saying it's dying, then that means you're not getting it right. You're not seeing properly. The community is waxing stronger, and it is recovering from wherever it was. Yes, it was at a downtrodden state some time ago, but it's coming back and it's getting stronger. And I like it, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, so this is the last information, special announcement. Now, this special announcement was the fact that we did a screenshot, and then that screenshot created a whole lot of saga in the community, and people are running left and right and are offended and are angry because some of them will be cut off, especially those that were tanking the price of Joy G. No matter how the community tried to push the price, they kept tanking it, and they felt that no matter what we do, we remain where we are. Guys, you guys, come on. The intellect behind this system is more than what you think. So are you thinking you were going to just keep us down like that and that's it? No, come on, you guys should have thought bigger than that. We are a system that cannot be stopped. It's just like the air. No human being on earth can hold the air. You can't stop the air from anybody that chooses to is alive. Anyone that is alive will breathe the air. You can't stop someone from breathing the air. That's how the Simply Brilliant community are. You may try to create obstacles, but we are going to maneuver through the obstacle. The tiniest hole possible, and air can pass through it. That's what we are. You can't hold us back. You can't stifle us. You can't hold us to ransom. You can't. So those bad guys who enjoy listening to my broadcast to know the next plan, I'm telling you that no matter what you are thinking in your mind, you have failed, because we are going to succeed. Humanity will be set free, and then you will be the one that will see it. And it depends on how you want to follow us, whether you want to come in as a helper, as an employee. It's your choice. This is an open opportunity to everybody. If you want to come in and then make it happen, then do it. Stop fighting us. All right, let's keep moving. We're almost done. Now, this is not the only thing we're looking at. We have 3 blogs we're going to quickly look into shortly. Now, no question and answer. Some people were trying to ask questions. It appears that some people are not still coordinated. If you're going to succeed in this community and finally get to our economy phase as an administrator, now as a, what will I call you? Administrative cadre. Administrative cadre will comprise of 111,111. If you are going to be among those people, you must be someone that is subject to authority. If you are looking at myself, or looking at the Chief Justice, or looking at Innocent Keba, or looking at Amechi, or looking at any member in the Privy Council or any ambassador that has been appointed by the community, and you are angry with them, you won't go far in this community. I'm not laying a curse on you. I'm telling you the truth, because for you to succeed, you must be subject to authority. You must be willing to cooperate with the people that has been put by the system to make sure that things are done the right way. If you are angry with the administration, you won't go far, because you can't fight the people creating a better life for humanity. You can't. Now, no question and answers to be taken, but people kept raising their hands up. Does it mean you didn't read the blog? Does it mean you didn't study the blog? Or you just jumped in and you think that they won't know who is who? Everybody knows who is who in this community. If you are thinking that they don't know who you are, then get it right, okay? Even in Nigeria, where I stay, I know the bad guys, I know the good guys. Yes, my responsibility is to oversee the entire Nigerian system. Remove the fact that I'm a Privy Council member, I'm an ambassador and the first ambassador for Nigeria. So it is my responsibility, it's my prerogative to say that things are done the right way. I should be in this community to say that things are done the right way. Now, if any member of the Privy Council would like to speak to the community in the founders meeting, we will allow them to present. However, no individual. So admin is actually trying to tell you, because I've said this before, that there is a system the administration is creating, which would involve an administrative coordination between the overall admin, who is admin Scott, and the Privy Council. It's a government. That's the first category of government. Those are the decision-making bodies of the community who sit down, deliberate, brainstorm, come up with a conclusion, and if we need to disclose it to the community, we will, through one or two people who are maybe as the secretariats, which are people like myself that are giving these informations. Now, that's under choice. If we choose not to, if we choose to keep an indoor closed meeting and don't reveal it, it's our responsibility, it's our choice, it's what we want to do. But whatever decisions we make, it is to the collective growth and benefit of the entire Simply Brilliant community. Please get this right, okay? So let's move forward. Now, there will be no founders meeting on Monday, which is October 9th. There will be a blog with detailed updates on all announcements and programs in effect. Founders meeting for Wednesday will be, which is October 11th, and it will definitely hold. So that's one. And I think the meeting went very well. I was excited with the fact that we did a good job, and the screenshot was done. I'm going to show us the screenshots. All right, let me show us the screenshot. Then we'll move to the next announcement, and then finally we close. So let's move over to the next one. We'll be very brief. I want this meeting to be as brief as possible, but I don't know whether it's going to be, because there is so much content that I have to give out. So quickly, this is it. This is, I'm sure you're seeing the screen now, right? Yes, so this is the holders of Joy G. And then these are the balances. This is the original balance. Let me see if I can enlarge it so that people can see. Okay, hold on, please. All right, I think people are seeing this now. So these are the holders. Now, this is the original coin, okay, which is the 1 billion. Now, this is the next one, which is 111 million. I don't need to explain all those details. All of us know. These are the original number of members who are agents. Now, I want you guys to take notes that between now and the end of this year, the number of agents in the community will get to 1,000 and above. The number of agents that will be in the community will get to 1,000 and above. Then don't ask me how. Watch and see. The number of agents as at yesterday were 537. Now, do you know why this is existing? It's because any other thing that has been modified in the Joy G holders BSC scan cannot affect this. This is the static information that we're going to work with. So if you are there and you are buying Joy G now, thinking that you can maneuver, the extent of maneuver has ended. This is what we are working with. This is what we are working with. All the thing you are seeing here, this belongs to, now, members started counting. I think members started counting from here. Yeah, this is a member. This member, I know who the member is. Yes, there are so many members in the community who are strong men, and I think I'm privy to know who those people are. That's what influence is. That's what affluence is. And that's the reason why you must make sure that you surround yourself with the right people, with the good ones. The kind of people we want to have as billionaires are godly people, not ungodly, not wicked ones. The people who have wealth now are using money to do a lot of ungodly things, push drugs, create prostitutes, and then create a whole lot of mayhem, confusing the economy of the world. That's what they are doing. Well, we want to change the narrative. That will take some time, you know. So congratulations to all these guys, especially those who took time to buy. Some of you are like saying, what's the essence of buying? One or two is enough. No, one or two is not enough. Hold on till you see the price of Joy, the new coin, SBFC. Just hold on. I don't want to be in a haste to say anything. Let's wait till when we see the price. So all these guys, they've done a good job, and wow, they are going to begin to benefit. There are terms and conditions that will limit your use of this coin. It is not yet in our economy phase. When we're in our economy phase, we should be number one across the world. No coin will rival this coin when we launch. When we have 1-2 years from now, there will be no coin, because one, we're going to be like a currency. Okay, no, not currency. We're going to be like money. Money is something that will serve its value. It can be used on a peer-to-peer note. It will be sustainable. People can. It's a utility token. Utility token is something that can be put in use, and it serves its purpose. Yes, I should also break an announcement to you that very soon this new coin will be used to pay subscription fee. It will happen very soon. For now, keep using what you are using. There is a lot of things that are going to unfold over time, and it's going to be to our collective benefit. So good luck to those guys who did what they did, and they've gotten this. You guys are in for phase 2, and that phase 2 is based on instructions. Failure to follow the instructions, of course, you know the hammer will fall. So let me take it back to how it was, and then stop sharing my screen, and then move over to the next one. All right, so we're going back to our KCBO, and we're going back to the blog, taking time to look at the blog. So we'll finish this one. Now, this other one, I can't take my time to go into details, or else I will exceed my timing. This is the next one. Simply Bright Future Coin. That's Simply Brilliant Community. Simply Bright Future Coin. It's like wow, I feel excited. You know, at the beginning of this broadcast, I was not happy because it looks like, I don't know why it's like that. I may be thinking wrong, but it pains me to see that the African governments are being used as puppets, and they are enslaving their. You know that we are still on a form of slavery. Do you know? We are still in a form of slavery, because in those days, the black men sold their own brothers to the white people, and then the white people couldn't have had access to the blacks as slaves if there was a strong leadership structure. And it did not just apply to Nigeria, it applied to every continent, every black, most African countries that are blacks. And the people who sold them out were the kings then, and those kings were the governments. And it's still happening now. The governments of Nigeria are not doing the right thing, and the community, the country, the citizens are suffering. And we are getting crude oil, which we are blessed with abundantly, refining it from outside and being sold back to us at an exorbitant price. What will you call that? That's a form of slavery. This Simply Brilliant community wants to create unison and then equality and equity as well. And then someone wakes up and says that it won't happen. What will you call that person? Don't you see that the person is corrupt? Don't you see the person is devilish? Anyway, you guys should enjoy my broadcast, enjoy what I'm saying, and some of you it applies to you, while some of you it doesn't apply to you. You guys know yourselves. All right, so let's continue. I'll try to summarize. There's a lot the administration said. He said a whole lot. In fact, I took my time. It took me over 30 minutes to comprehend this. The things are not long, but the details are much. You have to sit down, study, understand, comprehend it. And I mean, well, let me see what I can do. I can't promise that I'll finish it. Maybe I'll take my time to analyze it in different phases of my summary of mass adoption meetings, because it is detailed. This is the nature of the man that you're dealing with, an intellect. I mean somebody that you want to try to overrule. Come on, you can't. All right, so let's try to see what we can do. So he began by saying, listen to what he said. Just listen. He said, our SBFC coin token information will be made available on KCBO dashboard on a blog. KCBO will be made available on KCBO dashboard and a blog. And a blog with its launch notes will be posted with details. So you're going to see it in 24 hours time. So look for it in about 24 hours. And that was as at yesterday. So it's about 6 hours ahead or 8 hours ahead now. So we're having about, is it 16 hours or so? I don't know. But between now and then, before the end of today, being Thursday, the 5th of October, I believe it should be available. And everybody's excited. They want to see the price of this new coin. They're like, I want to see the price. Let me tell you, the reason why this coin was created was to cut off those bad guys that are busy trading our coin up and down. It's not going to work now. It won't work. You can't. You can't. This is not a coin that you use for trading. You can't. All right, so let's continue. Now, today on the founders meeting, we reviewed the launch of our SBFC coin, which is a technical split from JoyG. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are not replacing JoyG. This is a split of JoyG for the community. It's a community coin. Are you getting that? Our coin is what? And our coin, community coin, should be protected from ravens, from wolves, from lions, from wild animals. Wild animals that can't comply, they refuse to not comply. They, at all costs, they want to do it their way. Those are wild animals, and our coin will not be given to those wild animals. I didn't call anybody's name. You know yourself. If you are part of that, you know. I didn't call anybody's name. So don't come tomorrow and then say I called you a wild animal, except that's what you really are. All right. So this coin, listen, this coin is for active members and those in good standing with our coin practices. So does it mean that those that are outside can't have access to it? Well, yes, you can. Those outside can have access to it. But I can tell you that it will be impossible for them to have 1. It may be impossible to have 0.5. It may be impossible. That's just to give you an idea of what to expect. Because if they do, they will quickly go back to the square one and tank the price again and bring us to where we have been, which is where we are running away from. We can't continue to do that. We have to move forward. I will explain our coin practices here in details later in this blog. Now, that's what the administration took time to do. In fact, I can only read 2 paragraphs and then I will stop for today because the thing is so deep. It's so deep that if I were to go about it, explaining it, over an hour would have, in fact, more than an hour. There is a lot of content this intellectual personnel put out here. He poured out his whole mind. He poured out everything. And we are very lucky in this community to have someone as intelligent as this guy, who is a programmer. The previous administration was also intelligent, but there were a lot of flaws the administration had, the previous administration, which this one is an upgrade. It's an upgraded version. Well, let me quickly read this. Now, you may be wondering, listen carefully to why he's using SBFC, because that's why people are saying, he took us unawares. This is why he is using SBFC, and that is why the coin will not be something within the reach of the bad guys. You may be wondering why we splitting off JoyG. Why are we splitting off JoyG? Well, it's simple. JoyG has some flaws, and it's rolling out. It has some flaws in its rolling out, and the price of the coin has become a bit of an issue. How? Let's find out more. But we hope that the price of JoyG will stabilize, and the limited supply in circulation should take care of it over time. What this admin is saying, it has some words, it has some flaws in its rollout, and the price of the coin has become a bit of an issue because it's in the hand of the bad guys. And those bad guys, you don't know how to follow up on them because there is no way to, their accounts are even inactive. They are not having any, they don't want to have anything to do with the community, provided they have JoyG. They know that JoyG price is the heartbeat of the community. So therefore, they won't allow it to go up. So they've held us in ransom for a while. Yes, over the past 4 months, was 6 months, the price of JoyG has, since the administration launched this agent program, it has really gone down and it hasn't recovered from where it is. And that's the reason why many of them are boldly raising their shoulders and saying, we have the control of this system, we are in charge, and they are my fellow brothers putting on the same skin with me. What do you stand to gain when you do that? Do you think that when you do that, that's wickedness, and you guys will not have access to the new SBFC coin? You won't. Hear it and hear it. Know this and know peace. You won't. If you're going to have it, you will comply with the terms and conditions. And if you can't, then move away. Step aside. We don't need people like you. All right, let's continue now. But we hope that the price of JoyG will stabilize and the limited supply in circulation should take care of that over time. Did you hear what he said? Over time. Now, the over time we're looking at here is anything from 6 months to 1 year. It's not going to be in a month or 2 months because the harm that JoyG has gone through is very bad. Is very bad. Is very bad. Hold on, let me stop and then let's look at Joy G. Let's go to PooCoin and look at Joy G. So I'm going to PooCoin. You guys should stay with me and you will see how bad the people in this community are. They are fighting. Are you seeing? Look at Joy G. Look at Joy G. After the announcement was made yesterday, look at this is not the administration that did this, okay? Because the administration told us this morning that who are the guys fighting this thing? It's like we're having so many enemies. So these are people that are doing this. They are angry with the fact that we're making progress and then they are fighting back. You can't fight back. And if you people are still buying Joy G, well, that's a good one. You are supporting this coin long term. But the intent as an active member now in this community is to wait patiently until the price of SBFC comes up and then start targeting and channeling your energy, your resources towards SBFC, because we have to build SBFC. We have to grow the price. The price of SBFC is dependent on the value of SBFC determines how well the community is doing. And the administration, it has a good plan. And that plan, you soon start seeing it play out. It's going to wow you. It's going to wow you, literally wow you. But look at these guys, they are fighting us. Are you telling me that it's part of us, someone that has an active account that wants the community to succeed, that is doing this? Is a lie. There are people that are angry with the fact that they won't have access to the new coin. And they are fighting us by doing this. Guys, I tell you that the intellect behind this system is 1,000,000 times, 10 times, 1,000,000 light years ahead of your wisdom, your wickedness. That's what human beings are doing. This is it. This is what a person is doing, and he wants the community to succeed. Well, you guys chose to follow negative energy, but negative energy will not prevail. Like I said, we are like the air. You can't hold us. We will achieve our objective. We'll set humanity free. Everybody will go home smiling. But there will be people that will live perpetually free, and their generations will live perpetually free if they follow the instruction the system puts out. But if you choose not to, we're not fighting you. You will face the consequences. All right, let's go back and continue reading. Sorry. Where was I? All right, so I'll stop sharing screen now and then go and finish up on what I'm saying. So, where was I? This is where I was. Okay. Now, remember I said I was going to read only 2 paragraphs, because the contents are much. And I think in these 2 paragraphs, I will detail a whole lot of things. And then maybe consequently, I'll come up to talk about everything. But you see things play out. Guys, study this thing. This blog is deep. It's very deep. Now, let's finish up. Now, but Joy G was a bit. Are you listen? You should sit down and study this thing, because the administration is not. He wasn't daydreaming when he was writing this. He had carefully thought out this thing and is pouring out his mind. So read the mind of the administration. Look at what he said. But what? Joy G was a bit of what? An experiment. Do you know what an experiment is? It is not the end product. It's an experiment. So I want you guys to understand where you are putting your money now. If you're going to put your money, know where to put your money. If you're putting your money, are you putting it in an experiment? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. So I want you to think out aloud with me too. Because the new thing that is just up, which is SBFC, is not an experiment. It is the real thing. It's the bomb thing. It is the thing that will keep this community. It is the thing that will rival Bitcoin. It is the thing that will be number one. It is the thing that will rival every SBFC, every digital token that the government will bring out. It is the thing that will be embraced by the community. It is what will be embraced by humanity. It is what will set humanity free. This is not the final goal, but this is the preamble. This is a kind of forerunner, and that will reveal the community, and then humanity will know much more about this community. It is this coin that we are just launching that will do it. So know where you are putting your money so that you don't end up putting your money in the wrong place. I'm not saying Joy G is the wrong place. No. But the Joy G for now has a long-term plan to get its actualization. There is a way that the admin will go about it, which is also going to be hidden to the community. Because there is a lot of people that are fighting. We don't even know who is who again. We don't know. We are careful to know who are the right ones and who are not. We don't even know. That's why we are taking our time to go about it. And information will not be reviewed as it used to be reviewed before. Just know that Joy G will recover long term, period. But for now, short term is to pay attention to SBFC. Now, how would the community, listen, how would the community use a fully tradable crypto, and how would they steward its growth and support? That's what admin is asking. Listen, how would the community use a fully tradable crypto, and how would it steward its growth and support? He's trying to tell you why we can't continue using what we were using if we're to achieve our objective of a coin that is held with utmost priority and protection. All right, leave that aside. Let's finish up. The truth is not well. So it is not possible for you to use JOY-G to achieve the objective of the community, building its membership to a reasonable number, and then moving to our final phase, which is a digital system that is an alternative banking system to the present elite system that is building to totalitarianism and transhumanism. Ours is the alternative. And that's why we'll succeed, because nobody wants to be transhumanized. No one wants to lose their freedom as a human being. Everybody wants to be a free moral agent, express their mind, provided you don't hurt the other, but you cooperate in unison to make things happen. JOY-G needs to be allowed to go out into the wild and find its way. But those of us in the community of SBC would prefer a strong and stable coin. Are you listening to this? Listen. Strong and stable coin. So I want you to picture what the system is about to bring out, because some of you just read and you just read like it's a novel. This is not a novel. This is a well-incubated thought that has been manifest, and the administration is revealing everything, but we just read it and then we go. No, you don't do that. Study to show yourself a workman approved, because it is only those who understand and are studious that will prevail. If you are not studious, you are not going to go far, because complications are building up in this community. When you read this blog, you know that there is a lot of complications that are coming, and if you don't follow it one step at a time, it's like you're an engineer. An engineer applies the laws of physics, applies the laws of chemistry, applies the law of further mathematics. That's what engineers do. But if you fail to understand the fundamental principles from your secondary school, then you can't make a good engineer. And that's what we are doing. We are building a coin that is strong, has a strong liquidity, and then has what you call economy backing it, which is stability. Now, and this is why we are technically splitting JOY-G into SBFC, the Simply Brilliant Future Coin. At this point, I want to sit down and clap for the administration. He started well. I can tell you that at this point, the heart of the people in the community are turning back. This is the sincere truth. You may say it's a lie, but that's your choice. But I'm telling you that is what is happening. And a good number of you watching me now also will agree with me. All right, so this is the next one I'm going to talk about, and that will be it. I'll just talk from here to here. Wow. Sorry. I will just from here to here, and that will be all. So I will stop here because I've taken a lot of time already. And then we'll just move to the last one, and then that'll be it. But sit down and study. And I want you to study, not read. There are two different things. Now, our goal, listen, our goal with SBFC is to limit its distribution to our community. So there are two communities. There is the crypto space, which is the CoinMarketCap and other coins, and members of the Simply Brilliant community. These are the two, because one is private, one is public. Yes, even though the public is not under the jurisdiction of the government, but it's also public. That's why you hear about ICO and blah, blah, blah. Those are public coins under the Security Exchange Commission of whichever country or the United States generally. But we are not under their jurisdiction. We are under a law system called Pantera de Oro, a court system called Pantera de Oro, Court of Ecclesia. That's what we are. So we have put it there in our public notice. And when you go there, you see it's secret. Go study it. People like the community, you're not studying. You don't even know what you are into. Come on. Our goal with SBFC is to limit its distribution to our community only. We're not interested in giving out to people out there. People out there, no, it's not. We don't need those people there, because they are the ones that are interested in buy low and sell high. That's their own. And ours is a stable and a what? Strong coin. Look at where the administration said it. He said, we're looking at having a stable and a strong coin, not a coin that is going to be put out there. And when the price goes up, they sell, it goes down. And then when people see it is down, they buy, it goes up. That's what JOY-G is now. And Joy G has a long-term recovery plan, but we don't want to delay and dilly-dally and waste time, because next year will be a very competitive year. It is the evolvement and the evolution and the introduction of everything digital from next year. And if we are not able to get ourselves sorted out this year, man, we are gone. We can't risk it. We just can't. All right, so let me quickly continue. So limit its distribution to our community and keep it out of the hands of those who do not share our vision of prosperity. So admin wasn't hiding it. He put it out clear. And that's the reason why people are angry with the fact that so many of us, some of you are very good at decentralized coins. You see, let me tell you something. It's a painful truth. You see, coordination is a million times better than non-coordination. Some people share this narrative that we should have a decentralized coin where nobody is in control. That's anarchy. The kingdom of God is not built based on anarchy. It is a carefully thought out structure. Now, I'm from the Christian point of view, and we have our creator who oversees, and there are angels, and then there are human beings who are also working on behalf of God, our creator. This is how a structure should be. So anybody that is thinking that a decentralized concept is what matters, you can't achieve control through decentralization. You may think I'm joking, you may think I'm talking plenty, you may think I'm bluffing, but I'm telling you that the only way to gain control, our creator has been existing for countless number of years. We don't know his beginning, we will never know his end. But that structure has been, and that's a structure based on centralization, not decentralization. And we are trying to build the Lord's Prayer that said, let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The will of God in heaven is a coordinated structure. We are trying to replicate it on earth. For us to achieve abundance and prosperity for all, the mirror of God's kingdom must reflect on earth as we build our membership base into 1 billion. And that's what we are going to do with the evolution of this new coin. Our goal with SBC is to limit its distribution to our community and keep it out of the hands of those who do not share our vision. Those who sold off Joy G were selfish. Selfishness is not a community trait, and we will not reward that. All right, let me round off. The rest, guys, go and read it. I can't read everything because there is a lot of content there. If I were to go into details, man, no one will live here today, and I don't want that. Now, we have taken a snapshot of Joy G balances, and from the SBC blockchain, we have taken a snapshot of Joy G balances from the SBC blockchain, and that document will be available to you to download on the dashboard later today, which I have seen and have shared with us, and you can't change it. So in our community, we are not a breed given to corruption. If this happened in Nigeria, some people will go from the back to change those values, but you don't even know who the admin is. I don't even know who the admin is. So how will I even know how to change those values? We are standing for what you call incorruptibleness. We want a system that is, we are not perfect, but we want a system that is perfect. And if we don't do it by ourselves, then we can't achieve the kingdom of God on earth by what we are doing. And we will achieve it. And the administration is making it happen one day at a time. So let's continue. This represents the holders of Joy G, but this is not the result of our technical split. Now, we will not be funding wallets that do not exist in our KCBO database as registered wallets. So how is the administration going to go about it? He's going to say it. Now, so the PancakeSwap and Source wallet will not receive funds from our technical split, only active members in good standing. In fact, I really want to read a whole lot. This thing is so interesting. I want to share the mind. Okay, let me just read this last one and I'll stop here so that I can go into other things. There's a lot of things the administration reviewed, and I'm wild about his wisdom. When I say a technical split, it's not the same as when BTC or BCH were created and that coin splits. Now, this is a technical split because we are establishing rules for that split. Now, these rules are agreed by the Privy Council and feedback and input from the community. Now, we are all upset. Listen with what the administration said. Let me highlight this. We are all upset with the path of the Joy G price. We are all upset with the path that Joy G price took. And so we are going to roll out SBFC in a responsible and reasonable way that rewards those who held the good practices and proper coin stewardship for a community. So those of you that are complaining, admin, you are not doing anything, admin, do something, and some of you got pissed off, and then you fell into those. You see, you have to understand that if you're standing for good, you are standing for good. You should not allow the circumstances around you to influence you to become bad, because majority of the people are doing bad. And that's the undoing of so many of us. So many of you became victims of selling Joy G because admin didn't do anything. You didn't know that justice takes time before it manifests. Did you guys know what was going to come up? No. So some of you now are victims that will not receive SBFC because you violated. And some of you took the habit of you kept violating. You didn't care. You just kept doing it. After all, the admin is silent. In fact, some of you began to think that the admin was part of it. Guys, the intellect behind this system is beyond your understanding. Get it from me and study what I'm saying, follow what I'm saying. If you care not to, well, people will over time, you know. All right, so I'm going to stop at this level that I talked about the rollouts. I'm not going to read it. You guys should go and read it. Now, there will be 3 levels of Joy G holder technical splits, and here is how it will roll out. So this is where I'll stop. Maybe some other time we'll look into it, or I'll leave it here. It's self-explanatory. Study it and you'll get it. This is English. Those who understand English, follow through, know what the administration is doing. And the guy is a genius. The previous administration was also a genius. He didn't get it all right, okay? But this one is what you call an upgraded version of the previous admin. And this one will do a lot of works for us. Watch how he's going to do it. By the time he's done, the whole world will hear about Simply Brilliant community and will be running after this community. In about 6 months to 1 year from now, prepare. If you are going to be active, do it now. Because if you miss it between now and the end of this year, you would bite your finger and say, had I known. All right, so let's finalize. The last thing we'll talk about before I answer questions. Because I know that there are some people that wants to say some things or ask their questions. I don't know. Let's look at that. But then this is the last. Activation 3. So these are the people that has been able to scale through. Now, congratulations, agents. So we are growing from 200, we're now in 300, and then we're moving to 400, which should be next week. Congratulations to those guys that were able to make it. You guys have done a good job. Congratulations. Bangladesh are really leading the community, and I'm very impressed. So beautiful. Community is building stronger. We are making progress. If you say we're not making progress, then think again, because as long as I'm concerned, we are making progress. All right. All right, so I want to stop here. I believe I've passed on the information. I did a summary. It is not a detailed explanation, it's a summary, okay? All right, so now time for questions. If you have your questions, ask your questions. If there are no questions, I think we are good. All right, so let's begin with this, which is my beloved brother. Good morning, Ambassador. Trust you are good. Thank you for the good works. Surely our community will get to the desired heaven. Exactly. I agree with you on that. Good morning, my great leader. Thanks for the work well done. Thank you very much, beloved. I appreciate. And then also, Brother Matthias. Good work, Brother Augustine. Thank you very much. Now, this is also my mother from the States. Thanks for the good job you are doing. You're very welcome, man. It's a pleasure. Now, this is someone that said this is boring. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that there are enemies in the community and some of them watch me. Now, this one was bold enough to come out and then say this is boring. And then he says, who cares? Yeah, these are the kind of people that the community will never allow have a single SFBC, SBFC, because their mind is so, they are just given to personal gain. And as long as they refuse to change their mind, a single penny, a single dime, a single cent will never get to their hands. And I hope this person is listening to me, because these are the people that the community is against. This is why we created the new coin, because these are the people that are fighting the community. They don't want it to move forward. Now, get angry as you wish, but the truth is that you won't get a dime. The distribution would not a single dime will get to you. I can rest assure you that that is exactly how it will be. All right. So the ones that are good, the good side of it is that majority are the good ones. The bad ones were weeding you out. You guys should move aside. We don't need you. We need to move forward with only the compliance ones. All right. So those of you who have watched this video and you think what I said makes a whole lot of sense, please do well to like this video, share this video, share it to as many people as you can. Subscribe to my channel if you care to get steady information from time to time. And I'll be coming your way again most likely on Tuesday. If there is need to come out before then, I will. But I think most likely on Tuesday. because there's a lot of content that will come up between now and then, a lot of content. We're going to have meetings with the administration when necessary to plan the future of this community. Trust us. You guys should trust us. You may have been seeing us all this while, but we're getting more coordinated, more organized. If you can trust us, trust me, the community for this, the community is bound for excellence, is bound for greatness. And please be a compliant member. All right. I love you guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe. To like come your way again some other time. God bless you. Bye for now.